Hey, Ram. Yeah, bitch, I'm okay. I think it's a little pathetic that they're green screening messages from 2 years ago. After Florida Man's live ended, I wasn't on the app, but people were sending me screenshots. Which is funny. He got, and he'll be in here in a minute. But it's wild because, Stephanie wouldn't have those messages if Rhonda didn't give them to her. You know, Rhonda, aka Biker. And then Biker wouldn't probably fucking have those messages unless Ashley, aka Fab5 number 1, aka Rundown, didn't give them to her. But the fact that y'all want to fucking show messages from 2 years ago, like, oh yeah, Rem, Stephanie, and them were over there green screening messages from like 2 years ago when I confided in somebody when my fiance relapsed. And then apparently Stephanie was doxing me. Hi, beautiful. What, honey?
I tapped my way into the box. I'm sorry.
You broke up. You did what?
I tapped my way into the box.
Oh. My bad. Here, I'll put this down.
You're fine, girl.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, Rem. People were sending me screenshots. I was like, those messages were from 2 years ago. The fuck? Like, you're gonna green screen messages from 2 years ago when... let me think, was it 2 years ago? Yeah. It wasn't this past summer, it was the summer before when Chris relapsed. And the only thing I can think of is what, because I'm sitting in a box with Florida Man? Or is it because I'm coming after your buddy Shannon? Which one is it? What you mad about? And yeah, I did see in the one screenshot where they're doxing my location. So I really don't give a flying fuck anymore. I live in Davison, Michigan. Don't come to my home because you will not be leaving here in one piece, I promise you. Because I will protect my home by all means necessary. Mama Jen, Truth Tellers, or Judge Truth, whatever the fuck she goes by now. Stephanie, aka Leatherface. Ratina. Trying to remember who else I've seen in the box. I mean, would you like me to release our messages, Emily? Because I can do that too. Or, hey, Ashley, Rundown, Fab5 number 1. Would you like me to tell everybody how your husband has cheated on you 3 different times? Hold on 1 second, yeah. Stephanie, you're a pathetic ass bitch. Well, hi, Smash. And it's wild as fuck, Emily, because, I mean, shit, bitch, you would call me and bitch about fucking Stephanie all the time when I didn't even really know who the fuck that was, but I was being a friend to you. I didn't even know that fucking we weren't cool anymore, but I guess we're not. I might lose sleep over that tonight. Probably not, though. For the love of fucking God. Listen, I know who you dumb bitches are, okay? If this account goes down, I will be on my backup. I know who you are. Emily, your truth. I said Ashley because that's where those messages that you guys are showing from 2 years ago. Yeah, because you got them from Rhonda, Stephanie. Yeah, I figured, Breezy. But, I mean, you're showing messages from 2 fucking years ago. You know what's crazy, though, Emily? Never once have I leaked anything that you've told me or messaged me. He's in the other room. What's up, Brim? Apparently, they're trying to paint it like I'm on rugs and like my fiance's on rugs. Yeah, technically, he's not my hubby until July. But how you gonna invite me and then say don't come? What do you mean? You're always welcome. Hi,
Could I
man.
go left for just a second? Because Feral, Trash Panda, and Smash and all of them decided to show their stupidity. This is allegedly the 13-year-old girl that my fiance is following with her PayPal, her Cash App, and the 72 Beetle that she's currently working on. And just so we're clear, Smash and Feral Trash Panda are all up in the comments attempting to say basically that they're, it's proof of him being a pedophile. So I'd like to know what 13-year-old girl has a 72 Beetle that she's working on. A PayPal, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'll have to look up the rules on that one, a Cash App and all that jazz.
So I can tell you with the Cash App, because both of my teen daughters have it.
Okay.
And they can have one, but it has to be connected to, like, their Cash App is connected to me, so I have to approve all transactions.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like, my daughter's biological dad can't even send her money unless I accept it.
I think it's funny, though, because the video, they're going through Mr. Mal's friend list, and they scroll really fast to find this profile in specific, which makes me feel, I mean, they had to go a distance into the friend list. But his shit's on private, and everybody's been standing on they didn't get the proof because it's on private. So, did y'all just fabricate some shit?
Of course, because that's what they do is fabricate shit. But I'm confused, Smash. Like, you're in here. We watched you come in here. Why not take a box and answer that Please let us know for the class.
Well, she's on live now. I sent her a message, though, and told her I was cackling at how stupid she is for thinking there's a 13-year-old girl in this app with a PayPal Cash App and a 72 Beetle that she's currently building or something. I don't know. Anyways,
So pretty much what they're doing is they're stalking your fiance's socials and just randomly showing innocent people's shit.
yes. But they're also really weird because he follows over 1,000 people. So how is this proof of somebody being a pedophile? Like, you're showing a profile bio. Where does it say this girl is 13?
And where are their messages between Mr. Mel and this girl? Like,
Right? Because
you're just
I was told
randomly taking out somebody. Like,
I
the
was
fuck?
told he was being inappropriate with a 13-year-old. Not that he was following specifically like an underage person. It was there were inappropriate things to show that he was stalking a 13-year-old on the app. So can't wait to see what they make up next for that. I'll let you take back your live. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Oh no, you're a good girl. It must be a stalker significant other night because they're doing the same shit to my fiance right now.
Are they seriously?
Stephanie and Emily and them, yeah. They're showing messages from 2 years ago when he relapsed and I was talking to somebody that I thought was a friend.
Stephanie should really be careful because her friend Andy over there needs to fucking pump the brakes, and maybe they should just leave everybody alone so that Andy can pump her fucking brakes and keep her eyes forward.
I don't think they know how.
Nah, but they all act like people don't know their secrets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's really funny.
it's weird though how fixated they are on going into people's shit. Like, hey Smash, she's in here. Hey Smashly, I'd love for you and Feral Trash Panda to explain to me how this is a 13-year-old girl and where all the inappropriate messages are. Because I'm cackling at what a fucking idiot you look like right now. Also, I thought they didn't have any proof. Remember that? Your friend Feral Trash Panda's a dumbass, by the way. Legitimately. Like, I think she's got 2 working brain cells and they're both trying to go on vacation right now. Because dipshit, I'd love to know what 13-year-old has a fucking beetle that she's evidently building.
I just think it's weird that you're going to green screen some random person that clearly is 13, like you guys say.
Right.
So if say this girl's 13, and you're showing this profile, which they've shown it, so obviously Mal can show it because they're already putting it out there. Like, this could just be some innocent fucking kid that you guys are showing right now.
Or a whole ass adult, or a profile that they made in order to attempt to set somebody up. But I find it weird that they have proof after they all screamed they didn't have proof because the stuff was private. But also, it's funny to me because there's not a single message to show that, the accusation wasn't that he followed a 13, it was that he follows a 13-year-old around the app and stalks her and has inappropriate messages with her. So where's all that? Y'all gonna fake that shit too? But can you imagine being such a piece of shit that you think a grown-ass man is having inappropriate relationships with underage girls and coming to TikTok and talking about it and not doing anything? Imagine not caring about children that much.
That's wild.
Right?
It's definitely fucking wild. But correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a time where there was an account made up? Wasn't it like, or no, Shannon made an account of her own kid or something like that, correct?
I think so. I know that it messaged Smashley and she thought it was actually Shannon's kid messaging her. But then when she realized it wasn't, she played stupid and was like, I knew it wasn't.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And then I also remember a couple people have had their accounts hacked and all of the stuff was changed on it, names, profile pictures. I don't know. It's just weird how on this app people just assume like the automatic worst in people that they don't even know. Because really Mr. Melma has nothing to do with it, but Feral Trash Panda Unknown, Stephanie, all of them, they are kind of trash in and of themselves. So it makes sense that they would talk trash and not be able to back it up.
Well, you're not wrong there. I would like to say that, like, I'm surprised at the lows that Smash has been going lately, but I'm not. It's weird because I definitely thought she was a different person. But I don't know. It's almost kind of sad because you talk to people like you. I don't want to say you form bonds, but I'm going to say you like form like online bonds with some of these people, right? And you think you know them, and then you see like the fuck shit they do, and you're like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're not anything like I thought you were.
Well, I thought it was funny because when, I thought that we were making amends and everything, Smash would get on live and do something like say the whole Cash App thing. Smash started putting her Cash App out there. Somebody had pointed out, well, you dragged Mallory for having a PayPal. And instead of being like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, that was wrong of me, she goes, and I stand on it because I believed it then. And I'm just like, you might have believed it then, but you can still admit that it was a shitty thing to do.
Right.
Yeah, Bad Dog Mom, it's her left hand from the last time I heard.
Deny it. You said I just put his account on private.
Hold on. Retina's in Smashley's box and Malibu, and they're showing. Hold on. Retina's in Smashley's box.
Of course she is, because
Hey,
she's gonna try
Retina,
to
show that
call
screenshot
me.
again.
Oh, she's over there judging my relationship? She can judge it, I don't care.
Can you show that again, Regina, please?
She's showing a screenshot, something to do with your fiance.
Oh God, like her opinion matters in any situation.
Can I come over the area back up after the inspection is done? Forgot my phone at home. It's Mal. Oh, right there it said it was you.
My opinions didn't matter. Your voice wouldn't get so high pitched when you speak about me or try and defend anything I say.
What'd you say, OG?
So in one of the messages, she took it back down. I was trying to read it, but in one of the messages it says something about coming over, but then in like parentheses it says it's Mal. In one of the messages, she took it back down. I was trying to read it, but in one of the messages it says something about coming over, but then in like parentheses it says it's Mal. She took it back down. I was trying to read it, but in one of the messages it says something about coming over, but then in like
Am I passing that like feedback?
Shay Marie, are you meaning to request a box?
So is she attempting to say she has messages like private with my fiance?
Hold on, Smash asked me to turn it down a little. Turn which one down a little, Smash? The one I'm streaming or listening to you? Turn which one down a little, Smash?
Just turn me down like a tiny bit.
Oh. Okay.
Turn me down a little bit so that we can all hear each other without this.
Gotcha. Okay. Can you explain what Retina was just showing, Smashley? She says she can't explain it. So I don't know what it was because I could only read like two of the things and then Retina took it down. But it looked like a text message thing or like a post.
Like on TikTok? Or
Hey Retina, why don't you come over and grab a box and just show it over here? You're not blocked. Smash says, yeah, can you do that?
yeah, because Smash knows she doesn't want to be in that fuck shit because she knows Retina's about to be proved a fucking idiot. Because Retina literally has thought she's got me like 20 million times now. But all she does is play semantics and try to make it look like she's got something she doesn't have.
To prove me an idiot. Secondly, I would rather go find a rusty plier out in the garage and rip off my second toenail than get in the box with the two of you this evening. Okay?
Damn,
so
we're
what you're
high
saying
up there,
is
second toenail.
you would rather go hijack another Cash App and steal from dead people. Got you.
It was a Twitter post.
You would rather go hijack another Cash App and steal from dead people. Got you.
It's weird how Retina thinks it's okay to go real life on people's like significant others or family members, and people are okay with it. It's kind of like she does what everybody says they hate that Florida Man does. But then again, Retina has no morals or ethics and is legitimately, I am convinced, a narcissist.
Retina, go take care of your children. Oh wait, that's right. You don't have them because you stole them for fucking cash.
I mean, imagine thinking that anybody should care about your opinion of them after you stole money from 3 people that you knew that passed away. And AA. Fraudulent checks. Damn. Retina. How's that new GoFundMe going with Scammy Claus?
Hey, Mel, you want to play a game real quick? Hold on one second.
Always good, Mush. Everybody be saying Florida Man's my online boyfriend, I guess. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody is aware, even Retina's own friends, that the only reason Holly Mae keeps her around is because she can deny, like you know, any activity in the fuck shit Retina does. But oh Jesus fucking Christ, I don't want to know what I'm looking at. I'm scared.
I thought she had pretty decent looking hair.
Or should we talk about also how you wanted to all of a sudden the last 2 days try and be like, I didn't want to keep going with the restraining order against Retina because she was gonna have to spend money on it.
Retina, what's that big ass hole, girl?
You realized you were gonna lose your case in Indiana. You filed for one in North Dakota that was never even granted.
Is she still talking about the fucking PO order?
Yeah, she's just.
Oh,
She's just going
Regina.
on.
I love that you keep bringing that up because I talked about one little thing with it. But imagine driving without a license and getting in an accident.
Whoever fucking Miss Ellie is over here in the comments, you didn't get blocked from my live. Quit fucking lying over there. Ain't nobody been blocked. Nice try, though.
Retina cares because her whole goal in life is to act as if she is morally, ethically, and just righteously above others.
It's not fun when fucking people like are streaming you at the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
I find it funny. Like, if Retina put as much energy into, you know, trying to get her children back and taking care of her children as she does into TikTok, she might be somewhat of a decent mother.
I mean, if Retina put as much time as she put into TikTok on herself, she might actually be a decent human being, but that would require actually not doing
Yeah, there is
the
that
shit
part.
she's done.
So, I mean, I'm just wondering, like, how'd that car crash go, Retina?
I mean, imagine like sitting in a box with Retina after you've screamed that people are sitting with someone who steals.
Right.
That's what I
Right.
love about this anymore. That's why I'm like, I don't really fucking care. She can put up fucking fake ass whatever she wants at this point, or present things as if there's something else. But literally, if there's one thing I know about Mr. Mal, it's that man is not going to sit here and fucking cheat on me.
It kind of makes me laugh to hear that because, like, not in a bad way, like towards you or him, but because your relationship is very similar to mine. You guys are pretty much always fucking together.
Yep.
So like when people try that shit with me and my fiance, I'm like, weird. Is he doing that in his sleep? Because I know where this man is at 24/7.
Literally, like when I go metal detecting, he brings a blanket and he'll like lay in the field with me and we'll just talk and like have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are together a lot. And when we're not, it's usually just because we're in different rooms of the house. But
Yep.
he'll go to like a family thing every once in a while on his own. Like he had a family reunion here recently. But the fact that they think this man is like anything but a good man is wild to me, because it just shows how insecure or unhappy they are in their own relationships.
But let's be honest, Mel, it speaks volume when you have to try to attack somebody's significant other that's not on the app, that doesn't have anything to do with shit, that doesn't get into the fuck shit. That just shows how fucking miserable of a person you are, and the fact that you have nothing else to go after but some innocent fucking soul.
Yeah.
Like, and I know there was one point in time where like mail came for like even my fiance, and I know we've not talked about like this topic between her and I yet, but I know damn well the whole time she was doing it, now talking to Mail on the back end and like getting to know her a little bit, I guarantee she fucking regretted every minute of that.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing is Chris, like, he stays to himself. Like, he'll get on, every once in a while, but he's like, man, this shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's how Arvel is too. And I will say, like, yes, 100%. Like, I regret a lot of shit that I did and said. And I told you, I think in a message, like, I was not in a good space, and I should have recognized that. But instead, I just took a lot of shit out on this app and people, and it wasn't fair.
And Mallory and I were both, I mean, we were hurt people trying to hurt other people. And
Yeah.
we've had this discussion. And I've told Mallory from jump of starting to talk to her. Anything you want to know, girl. Because I know back in the day, she was always like, well, I just have questions about blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ask him. Because I'll tell you anything. I'll show you proof of anything. Like, but I think at the end of the day, Mallory and I both realized who we were that time on the app. We were just hurt people trying to hurt people, and now we're sitting back watching hurt unhealed people still try to hurt people.
Yeah. And what's wild is that it seems as if when they watch people who are able to like come out of it and heal and find a little bit more peace, they almost kind of want to hit harder to attempt to bring them in. Mm-hmm. I don't think any of them realize at this point the only reason I keep bringing up the Mr. Mal thing is because Smashly wants to keep coming at people who sit with Florida Man. And Unknown and Feral Trash Panda and Stephanie all did the same thing that Smash accuses someone else of doing. And she'll plop her happy ass around them. So, again, what's the difference?
Hey, Shamer, do you know you're in a box?
God darn it.
I don't think it had come up the last time.
I was going to say, but I rejected it, and then it went right back, or she requested again, so I was like, shit, maybe she actually meant to that time.
Yeah, I think a lot of people on this app don't know how to recognize what's going to bring them peace. And I can say that from being a person in that position where you're just stuck in the negativity.
I agree, because I was there. Like, I remember this time last year, actually, Mel, and I remember it well because was it last year? Maybe the year before. It was my daughter's birthday. We were going to her birthday dinner, and that day, I could even probably go pull the messages that I got that day, had green screened like the top part of like the stage from my old job.
Oh yeah.
And everybody was like, what is this? Is this something to do with you? And I was like, oh yeah, that's the top part of the stage from the Odyssey where I was a general manager. Why? And they're like, Mallory's showing it. And I was like, this bitch. I'm like, let me go fucking live. I was like, she thinks she's doing her big one. I'm like, yep, I used to run a strip club.
Such an asshole.
And then, but this is how toxic Mel and I were to each other. So I'm getting dressed to go to my daughter's birthday dinner, and my kids are in the back seat watching Mallory's live stream, right? And Mallory's like, she never owned a bar, and my kids are like screaming at their phones, my mom and dad do too own a bar. What is this bitch talking about? So they're like commenting and getting blocked. So they're making new accounts to go into Mallory's live. And I remember Mittens saying to me, Mittens is like, OG, put the damn phones down and enjoy your daughter's birthday dinner. So then we got home and I went live. And listen, Mallory and I were toxic.
Yeah.
What seems less concerning? No, the thing is, Lady Bird Red, is that Mallory and I have grown from the toxic fucking people we were, and we can identify that we were toxic back then and what we were doing to each other. Which that's our point, is there's other people on this app that need to realize their toxicity, and they need to get off the app and seek help to, better themselves, because hurt people.
Yeah, and I don't think you can overcome anything until you recognize the way you've hurt people and how that kind of came about, especially if it's not within your general nature, because you'll never be able to move on if you can't acknowledge the difficulty that you're creating in life. Kristen.
Oh, Kristen, you should have listened. You guys think my kids are spitfires. And now we have my 70-year-old mom living with us, and I will be in a box and I have to hurry up and mute because my mother, I'm going to go live one day and just have like a TED talk with my mom. You guys are going to be like, holy shit. We thought OG was bad. That lady is bad. If it tells you anything, my mom had pillows on her couch and the pillow cover said fuck, fuckity fuck. So my mom can, but yes, my kids were both in the back seat just screaming at the phones. And I am like, when you're in the front seat, we were in the back at the time, so you can't hear what Mallory was saying. I just could hear my kids my parents do too own a bar and grill. What the fuck? What is this bitch talking about? God. So now it's kind of funny because the other night my one daughter came out and I had talked to Mallory and I was listening to a voice clip, and my daughter stopped dead in her tracks and she looked at me and she's like, is that Mallory sending you a voicemail, Mom? I was like, yeah. But I mean, it just goes to show, when you're toxic, you don't realize the toxic shit you do. And I will say, I never tried to dig anything up on Mallory, but all I had to do was type her name in the TikTok search engine, and all kinds of shit would come up. So I would use stuff that people already posted to try to go at her. And then I'd be like, okay, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to know what Mallory is doing. And people would still send me shit. And I'm like, man,
I tell you what, aside from the video tonight where someone sent it to me just because they wanted me to know, hey, someone thinks they're doing their big one. I genuinely, when I went to that account, I was like, oh, damn. I had them blocked. I didn't know they posted so much shit about me. because I've got everybody to the point to where they won't message me, and if they message me it, I just will see like, hey, there, and then I stop. Like if somebody's starting to tell me they're talking about me, I'm just like, I don't want to know who. I don't care if I see it. I just move along. But that's one of the biggest things you need to heal from this app, because
Mm-hmm.
if everybody's constantly telling you you're in like fight or flight mode, and I'm a fighter, so obviously I'm gonna go to the place and try to like defend myself, which makes it
Yep.
fucking worse. But also, a lot of people on this app, people like Smash and Retina and all of them, love to kind of hook on to things that are in the past and won't give people the opportunity to grow. And even when people do grow, they'll never acknowledge that it's happening, um, because their hatred is way too deep for that. Mush. But I think a lot of times anymore, people on this app just do what they do because they know it incites the drama. Like, absolutely. I'll 100% own it. Like, I went to Facebook and looked you up. But I can tell you this year, that's like, I don't do it. I don't look people up anymore. I literally, like, I can't begin to tell you how much different this app is when you just stop participating in the bullshit
Mm-hmm.
and you let them do what they're gonna do. And I might say things here or there, but it's funny because they're the ones that look like pieces of shit trying to put false jackets on people after they chased me around the app for 6 to 7 months screaming that I put a false jacket on a man.
Well, I mean, that's like tonight. I was sitting out there finishing florals and my phone was blowing up, and I'm like, what the hell? So I look and they're like, oh, Emily, and them over there, showing Stephanie and them are showing messages. And I'm like, they sent me a screenshot. I was like, those messages are from 2 years ago. I'm like, what do you want? Like, it's no big secret. Yes, my fiance at one point in time he was an addict. He
Yeah.
relapsed. Like, do you guys want me to like get all mad and be like, oh my god? No, he relapsed. Clearly you never were on my platform when I started my platform, because we openly talked about rugs and relapsing and recovery. Like, that's what my platform was for a good minute.
Well, but also, like, something that has kind of like become really obvious is a lot of people don't understand when things are rooted in trauma, or how different situations can be perceived. And so they'll think they're doing their big one, but all they're really doing is exploiting somebody's trauma in an attempt to like throw something in somebody else's face. And it's not fair, it's not right, and I don't think a lot of people at the end of the day care, and they're never going to change because it's fun for them. Like, people like Retina do it because it's fun for them. But I also think that there are some people, and I think this is applicable to Retina too, that don't feel good about themselves to the point to where they have to, it's not even they have to put other people down. I just think that they have to convince themselves that they're more superior than other people. So Retina tries to make it look as if she's smart and she's really fucking good at like proving people are liars and things like that. And it's like, ma'am, nobody's gonna fucking care. Nobody should care, at least, that somebody with her history
Mm-hmm.
thinks anything about them. Because if you let Retina bring you down, I tell y'all, I've been there. She's not worth it.
I mean, I think it's wild, honestly, that anybody who, and the fucked up thing is for a while I would sit back and I'd be like, man, these people are so wrong for bringing up what this chick did in her past. But like, now that I'm really seeing it, and I think the thing that really pisses them off is Florida Man told me flat out, he's like, make up your own mind, like sit there with them, blah blah blah. And So I'd sit in their lives and I'd watch and I'd listen, and I'm watching like them bring up kids and I'm watching them do all the fuck shit. The only difference is they're doing it in a different way than what Florida Man does it is. You know, like they're like low key doing it, where Florida Man out in the open does his shit, right?
Yeah.
Then you fucking stole from people, from families who died, and then I just found out recently, I think within like the last 2 weeks, because this is how much Rutina, I'm sure you're listening, this is how much like I didn't judge you for this until now. You stole from people. Your dad paid it back. I watched the clip where you were in court and had nothing to fucking say to the families. Not, I'm sorry. Not, I'm a piece of shit. Not, please forgive me. Not, sorry for your loss. Not, nothing. Your exact words were no. But you walk around, exactly, no sympathy. You walk around this app acting like you're high and mighty, and you fucking stole from people who just lost their family. And then, in an attempt to get out of it, you took a handful of pills. And you wanted people to feel bad for you about an unaliving attempt. But let's be honest, that unaliving attempt wasn't because of you going through a mental health crisis. It was to try to avoid jail.
Well, I will say, I think anybody who does try it, whether or not there's like an extreme motive behind it, they definitely have something wrong with them mentally. Because
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that I can agree with.
if you think about like the level of her crime, like
I mean,
she probably knew she wasn't going to have to like do serious time or anything like that. And so I think for somebody to look and say like, oh, you know, whatever the reason, like it definitely takes some level of like mental instability to do that. And so I will recognize that. But what I will say is with Retina, like, it's not the words. Like, people on this app love to bring up things people say or do on this app. It's the real life ramifications of what she's consistently done in repetitive manners, where she steals, she's not sorry, she steals, and she's not just like walking into a store and stealing a few things. She's stealing from AA, she's stealing from people's families who have just lost their loved ones. And all of these things. Meanwhile, she's sitting over there attempting to downplay her own actions by emphasizing the things that Florida Man is alleged to have done, as if it somehow makes her better than him. And I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's fucked up to steal in general. But if I had to pick between somebody who may have allegedly stolen from a business and somebody who stole from 3 families that just lost their loved ones, you're still a bigger piece of shit, Retina.
yeah, that's you're spot on with that one, because those families just lost a loved one, and then they have somebody steal money from a GoFundMe that was supposed to help lay the loved ones. And I'm sure everybody, maybe not everybody in here, has had to lay somebody to rest at some point in time, but it's not cheap at all. Even if you like go the cremation route or whatever, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
You know, but and then so it's kind of like the whole theory, you know, I'm sure you've seen the meme or the post out there where it's like, don't play with me, I'll put you in my trunk and help people look for you.
Yes.
Like, you literally, like, you did that, girl. You are the walking version of that fucking meme. Like, you literally stole and sat in these people's faces smiling.
Well, and then to like turn around, like I don't know, her parents must be very forgiving people or something. Because I can tell you right now, if that had been me and I went to my parents and said, "Hey, I need to borrow or get you to pay some money because I need it to look like I never spent it," my parents would say, "Well, you should have thought about that before you fucking did the crime."
Oh yeah, my mom would have thrown me under the bus and ran that bitch back
Right?
over. My mom
And
would play.
it would have been deserved. Like,
Yeah.
because like parents are parents and they always want to protect their kids. But something of that magnitude, nah, you're
No.
not going to learn your lesson if mommy and daddy buy you out.
Hold on one second, because we're getting flagged for what?
Oh, Jesus.
Sexually suggestive behaviors? Are you guys serious right now?
That might have been that image you put up right there.
Well, that was a while ago. Oh, I just
What
got
was?
screenshots. Hold on. She's showing stuff about you over there. Hang on a minute.
Oh, goodness.
Listen, I'm gonna say this because at one point in time I went for Mallory's nails myself.
Are they making fun of my
But
nails?
yeah, they're showing your nails, and then
Right.
after, if you want me to show what they're showing, I will. But
You can. I don't care.
Okay, hold on one sec.
It's not like I don't get on live and intentionally do shit to egg them on anymore. Not the nails, right? Like I have said numerous times, if all you got is my hygiene, keep it going, bitches, because that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Retina's showing this. I'll just let you know, Retina, Mallory has placed an order for nails, so. They're showing this, and then they showed this one.
Oh, that's a good face.
I like it.
I like it. That's a good one. I would make that my profile picture, honestly.
I think you should.
What's funny is she's doing this in Smash's box, and when Smash and I were good, I actually got up in Smash's box and put up a picture of her. And then she was like, "I don't have one of you readily available." So I put up a really bad picture of me. So if she thinks she's doing anything.
I think it's fucking classic for me. Like, it's, listen. What's
Yes,
with the
Mama,
moan
it's sick.
talking? What do you mean? What's with the moan talking?
That is a weird comment.
And FYI, because I mean, not Retina talking about me talking slow. First of all, I have a fever, thank you, and I've been sick for like weeks. And last time I checked, like, I don't have to get your approval or thoughts on how fast I talk. I don't give a fuck. How many screenshots of you do I send mail? I mean, if anybody would like to send me that mugshot one, I will be more than happy to show it.
Kez is like on point with the screenshots. I get some wild ones in my face.
Here, I'll put one up. Harley, exactly. That's the thing, is that and it pisses him off more because we do stay unbothered by it. But hold on, I'll put up a screenshot. I think this picture is priceless.
That is a good picture.
Even though I look, a little special.
Listen, like a year ago, I think people would have shit themselves if they heard these kinds of screenshots would happen.
Hell yeah.
And I can't tell you how much more peace there is in life and
I
how
know.
easy it is to be able to take them, because the way those people live over there and the desire to just constantly shit on people and bring them down is not the place to be.
No, like, I legit, like, I worry about you people because I know, like, mentally where I was at going through that shit. Like, y'all are gonna break eventually. I just want you to know that
Well, I think
you're going to break.
what's sad though is like people like Retina and a few others over there. I really don't know that they'll ever break because I don't think they have a sense of empathy or even like self-respect.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
is true.
it's fun for her. It's fun for them, and I think that like their main goal is to attempt to make other people angry and just outright hurt them. And so when they don't get it, they just get bored and they'll move on to the next person.
I've noticed that with this app. It's like a fuck go round, like a merry-go-round. It's like they'll be on one person. Then when they get tired with that person, they'll go to the next person, and then they'll recycle and they'll go back to it. And it's like, hello, you're the problem. It's not the person you guys keep trying to drag. You're the problem.
Yeah. Well,
Honey Badger, I agree, and that's what I don't know if you were in here a minute ago, and Mal and I were talking about that. They're truly unhappy, and both Mal and I have come a very long way because it wasn't last year. Was the year before? Was it last year?
it was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, like Mal and I, but I swear I have to laugh, and I don't know if Mittens is still in here, but that when that you were on live and that the top T bar from the Odyssey was shown, I was like, yeah, I know what that picture is. I'm like, that's the top of the stage.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I was such a bitch. I really shouldn't have been.
That shit was funny. Wait, Rem, what? Did everyone see PP freak out earlier because he don't want the homie smoke? No.
But
No.
I wish they would understand the night that they were really angry with me. I need to find Petty's live and give it to him because Petty sat over there and talked about how he and his people had basically manipulated them into like coming at me. And the way he's like tried to kind of play in their faces is wild.
I can see that. Like, I can definitely see that.
He thought it was the funniest shit in the world. He sat there cracking up, saying some really wild shit. And he was drunk that night.
That night with the whole like 45 comment and stuff when he was talking about his baby mama, like that gave me some PTSD from my own abusive situation, because like that low, and you could tell he was intoxicated, like that low monotone voice, like creepy voice.
Yeah.
That's how my abuser used to talk right before he'd snap.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that and thinking to myself, like, oof, this is not going to be good.
It's sad how many women supported that too, because especially, people like Holly Mae were in the comments just kind of like agreeing. Like nobody there really tried to stop it in terms of like, this is wrong. A couple of them tried to stop it because they knew he was drunk and he was going to get clipped, but
yeah, I remember, I think, and it's wild as fuck that Queen of All Trades, is it Queen of All Trades? The one that's been with him for like a long time. No, not Queen of All Trades. Yeah. KWEEN. Isn't that her screen name?
Yeah, Queen of All Trades is the one that just had the baby.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh. Queen of All Trades is the one that just had the baby. So KWEEN.
You cut out for a minute. KWEEN, that one, I'm surprised that she's still sitting with Petty, because I used to think so highly of her. Like, I thought she was... I'm shocked that she's still sitting over there, honestly.
I haven't really seen her around in a while.
So someone texted me today and was like, Petty's live about something, and so I went and window licked, and she was up in a box over there. And I did hear the homie's name get brought up, and something, I don't know, someone apparently made a comment, something about cleaning supplies, and it was turned into some type of racial comment. So I seen Miss Homie in a box over there for a minute.
That's
Yeah, it was a bit.
Oh yeah, they did talk about Casper scamming today.
Yeah, they were talking about Casper Sam.
Sorry to bother you. It was brought to my attention. I received a couple screenshots that is that Retina over there doxing me in Smash's Live when there's a whole North Dakota restraining order placed against her, where I'm the victim, ma'am, for the very same behavior that you're doing, ma'am.
Is she really? She was over there going at mail a minute
My
ago.
address, my phone number, my date of birth, all of it. Wildly inappropriate considering I'm about to call as soon as I get done here, finishing making my Crystal Light, because I gotta have my fucking water. I'm about to call them right now and let them know that well, it is an arrestable offense there, Miss Ma'am. So I would have not done the same shit that you got a restraining order against you for on fucking Smashy's Live. But hey, good job, Smash. That's what we do, because that's what we allow, right? So I don't want to hear nobody crying me a fucking river. All right? And no, I'm not lying like Steph. See, I actually have the fucking order. It's been in place since last week. Retina, you know that it is. So I think that's super fucking wild. No, I'm not joking. I have the proof. Yes, I do. It was sent to me, thankfully, by people that knew there was a fucking restraining order. Retina? Darling. Not smart, girl. No. That's not smart.
She's a little off her game right now because they attempted to say that this is the 13-year-old that my fiance has been having an inappropriate relationship with on this app that he's been stalking around. She's working on a 72 Beetle build right now, by the way. At 13 years old, she's building her own car and has a PayPal in her Cash App.
Well, that's a brilliant ass 13-year-old.
Right?
My God. Huh. Wow.
And they all of a sudden have the proof and can scroll through his friends list after they said they didn't have it and he's on private.
That's weird.
Right?
Well, really wild. Really fucking wild, Retina, that you would do that. But, hey, you do you, girl. I mean, what else you got to fucking lose? I guess nothing. But hey, and it's funny that you're doxing me on, Tennessee court documents from Stephanie while she's over there streaming you doing it. Looking like a whole ass fool. Because, I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. Are we still trying to run with the whole bougies going to jail for 30 days? Because I have a whole email from the clerk of court from not just the day you went to court, sweetheart, but also when you went live and told everybody that I was going to jail for 30 days. I have that email from the clerk of court who most definitely told me that you were told by the judge to stay off fucking TikTok or, get over it, essentially. So I'm not going to jail, ma'am. Now, Retina might be. I guess that's up at the discretion of fucking law enforcement in North Dakota. But I'll be giving them a call here shortly. Hope your mom's on duty. Maybe call her. Maybe she'd come get you and turn you in. I don't know. But not smart, girlfriend. No, that was not smart. Because that's exactly what the whole basis of my protective order is for. Your disorderly conduct, ma'am. Yeah, this disorderly conduct that you're still displaying on Smashly's Live. But hey, that's cool. Good job, Smash. Nobody that I sit with does any stuff like that. No, they don't. They sure do.
So I don't know. I just got a video clip sent to me. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sending it to my other phone. But if you guys will hold the live down for a hot second, because I'm trying to see if I can DoorDash tomato juice to myself real quick. Ooh, love that picture, Mal.
Right. Let's go on. I will say that
Snapchat just so that you would see it, Mallory, so you know that I'm not lying, because I don't lie like Stephanie lies.
I was going to say real quick too, she was talking about how I filed in her state. The one thing I haven't really talked about is how I filed in her state and I messed it up twice, because the first time I think I forgot to put a name on it, and the second time I can't remember what the mistake was. And I gave up after that because I was like, fuck, maybe it's a
Well, you don't
sign.
have to file it. Just send it to the clerk of court that I got from the victim's witness and victim coordinator. She's super sweet lady. She did it. She sent me the forms. I filled them out. Sent them to the clerk of court, who's also very, very nice. And they got it to me right the very next day, approved by the judge.
Well, I might have to do that if she's going to continue to attempt to say that my fiance is a pedophile. So there's that. Because we've already gone down this road before, and she's proven that she's a psychopath. So there's that.
I mean, I guess I just don't understand. Like, how dumb can we fucking be? You guys all talk about how dumb I am. No, bitch, I'm not dumb. Y'all are dumb. See, I didn't have to come on here and talk about how I had that restraining order granted. I mean, you were going to figure it out on your own, right?
Apparently, between Smash's platform tonight and Stephanie, Emily's, like, they're all on fucking crash out mode.
Stephanie, stop participating in it and go ask Andy why she needs to pump the fucking brakes and keep her eyes on the road. And then maybe leave people the fuck alone.
Wait,
Yes, I
someone
do.
humor me. Is it true that
I
Regina
do.
works at a gas station?
What'd you say?
Is it true that Regina works at a grocery store?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was one of the places I wrote on there that she could be served at. And yes, I do have one on Retina. It's called a disorderly conduct restraining order for her disorderly conduct because she doxed my fucking phone number last week and showed it on her screen. Then I started getting phone calls, which was wild. I mean, it's just one of the very few things that she's done, which I provided loads of evidence, just like I did whenever I contacted the clerk of court via email and submitted Stephanie's live in Holly Mae and Retina Breeze Live, where she said I was going to jail for 30 days. That was also sent to them. And, well, OG, you have those emails. Again, I'm not lying. People have had them. I just haven't shown them. Okay? But I just think this is super crazy. But, hey, perfect fucking timing, girl, because don't you have court coming up? Like, I don't know, like November 5th or something? Oof. And don't worry, I've already sent it to Mr. Ladd as well. The protection order has already been on file with him, but also I'll be letting him know that you violated tonight after I contact, your people over there. You dumb fucking people.
It's like, I don't get it. Like, bitch, are you bored? Like,
And as
go
dumb
fight
as I
the-
am, it's wild that I'm probably one of the very few people on this app that has now more than one legit protective order against somebody. Huh. But I lie, right? Right. Okay. I was just checking. Fucking bitch. No shade on you, Mallory. No shade on you. I'm just saying,
You're good.
Fucking Christ.
It's funny because she acts as if like I'm ignorant and wasn't even possibly going to win the restraining order. I really did fucking drop it because I just didn't want... I had kind of hoped, she might have some sense of humanity, and recognizing that she was going to have to put money into it, I was like, let's just see if she can be a fucking adult. But it turns out she can't, and she's really just a heartless bitch. So there's that. But
I think a big part of it too, like, it just gets so daunting, like doing the whole fucking court paper thing in other states. It's like, just grow the fuck up and leave me alone. How about that?
It really does. And like I've talked about before, like February was like my all-time low. Like Retina will never understand the space she ultimately pushed me into when she did that with my family, because she'll never understand how it impacted not just me, but it's the fact that she doesn't care. Like, she wants people to recognize that she was in a space where she was mentally unwell, but she will never recognize that she puts people in that space because she can never do any wrong except for the fact that the court documents prove otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, Regina, I would think at some point, it would click like, oh,
Wowzers.
shit.
I mean, imagine.
Unknown still pressed about my garage and me being pajama pants in my garage on my smoky carpet. It's just wild as fuck.
Well, to be fair, Unknown knows nothing, so she has to default to like the one thing she feels like she can mock somebody about.
Right.
But has she looked at her door lately?
Well, her bed. How about the fucking bed? The bed is worse than the fucking
Oh
door.
my god, the night Florida Man showed she had like fucking cigarette ashes on her bed.
Honey, those are not cigarette ashes. Those are not
Oh.
cigarette ashes. Yeah, those aren't cigarettes, honey. But hey, don't mind me. I mean, yeah.
Right now, OG, if I wanted to.
Hold on one second, y'all.
Oh God, please no, I fucking can't with her.
I don't know. This was just sent to me, so I don't know. It's a very long clip. Let's see what it says.
Right now, OG, if I wanted to, I could personally reach out to a couple of people that don't care for you, that do have your information. I mean, if I need to do that, I'll do it.
I'm sure you will. That's not shocking. We know you've already done that to several people, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you to the person who sent me that. Yeah. Okay. So,
who fucking knows? I don't know. Okay, I'll be back. I've got to make a call.
Oh, okay. Hey, Bougie. I also need to send you a message because I need you to pull something out for me, please, before I go ahead and let this little secret slip. I need something.
Huh?
I'll text you.
Okay.
Shannon should have just not said anything about going to people who don't like me to get my info, because your little secret Shannon's coming out now.
Ooh, which one?
The one who kept asking, like, how do you feel about autistic children, Shannon?
Oh.
Yeah.
But before I do that, hold on, Bougie, I'm about to text you.
Yeah, that's wild as fuck.
As I said today, Stephanie, Shannon, and Andy are all competing for who is the biggest piece of shit. Except for, I need to add in Ratina now, too.
Oh, she's been in the fucking winning for a while, but I mean, they literally just feed off of her energy. See, they all think they're as Billy badass as her, but see, then you fuck up and do dumb shit like Ratina just did tonight, and blatantly on a public live violate a whole restraining order, which is why you have the fucking restraining order to begin with. And it's kind of crazy because, God, court was in 2 days. But, well, I mean, fuck me. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday to me. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Ratina.
Yeah, your birthday is, it's Wednesday right now. Your birthday's coming up, though.
Well, it's Tuesday where I live, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's still Tuesday for you.
Oh, hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hey, Meg.
Hi.
What are we doing?
I'm waiting for Bougie to check her text.
I'm sitting in my own stink.
I love it.
I was just getting ready to call the police because Ratina just violated the protective order that is against her from me in her state in Smashes Live, and is still doing so. So,
Oh, fabulous.
And technically, Mallory cannot shower until Wednesday at 5. She has to wait for me to let her know when she can shower.
I think Wednesday at 5, that's Australian time. Okay, just so we're all clear.
Hey, quick question.
Is that's not the Shannon, right? That's the different Shannon?
No, that's the good Shannon.
Okay, Jesus. I always get the mixed up. Hi, Mush.
Hi. Can you play what you just played again?
Yep, I
Please,
sure will.
so I can hear that correctly.
Yep, this was just sent to me, too.
Right now, OG, if I wanted to, I could personally reach out to a couple of people that don't care for you, that do have your information. I mean, if I need to do that, I'll do it.
Okay.
Keep in mind, she said she's getting restraining orders on everybody on this site of TikTok pretty much earlier today.
Look, I'm just going to say this, and OG and I had a little bit of a conversation. I'm kind of ACAP for all of that. So the restraining order thing is still kind of wild to me. So, but that was definitely a threat.
That's absolutely a threat.
Didn't she say tonight she didn't go real live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong there, Shanny Poo, but you didn't say like, I'm gonna give the police your number, I'm gonna, give the police your information. You said I'm gonna reach out to people who don't like you.
Yeah, so
don't care for you. So here in Michigan, that's considered a threat, ma'am.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, there's people who dislike others everywhere, and there's phone calls that people can make that nobody knows about,
Yep.
You don't know who knows who or what people are associated with.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, Wish. Like, that's
like a lot of balls behind a screen, and real world outcome will check that very quickly, either legally or not.
The crazy thing, Mush, is so, and Megan, when I say this, Megan will probably catch on. Way back when I first come across Megan, I slipped up and said something about, my connections.
Mm-hmm.
And I've not said anything since then. So I'm assuming that, because Shannon was around at that time, I'm assuming that Shannon has forgot that. But Shannon, let me just, kind of tell you this.
Here, OG, let me drop out of the box before you go into that.
Yep, go ahead.
Just because I got, my part.
Yep. Sure, there we go. Okay. So Shannon, before you make idle threats like that, just remember that my children reside in this home, and you don't know who my exes are. You don't know who my children's dad are. You don't know what connections I have, ma'am. So I'd be very careful with any threats you make towards me. Because we like to play the legal route over here. Oh no, Rem. I'm talking about legalities. Legals.
I was looking. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good. You don't make an open threat to reach out to people who don't care for me to potentially come to where my children sit.
I was looking for a picture of Shannon, but I had to go a little bit back. And in the midst of everything, I found a thing where Retina made a video accusing Malibu of sharing CP and put my face on it because she said it helped her get further reach, because basically anybody saw my face and it made them angry and they instantly watched it. So I just thought I'd put it up here and everybody could remember that the woman that smashed Platform tonight with Malibu definitely sat there and attempted to advocate to get Malibu Blue arrested and put on a registry.
Wow. Well, Mallory, so actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because here, let me tell you. So, Retina got that information from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I could probably reactivate my main and pull those messages. But yes, Retina absolutely got that information from me and went into Smash's Live and asked everybody in Smash's Live to call on Malibu. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Just thought I'd point it out. I mean, I'm able to forgive people pretty easy, but I feel like sitting in a box with the person who advocated to have me put on a child predator registry list, for lack of better words right now. Even I have my boundaries. But yeah, Shannon, I gotta go dive for pictures of her again. I think I deleted a bunch off of them. I don't know why I thought I was done with that cow.
Huh.
She's like fucking herpes.
Shannon, how'd your court hearing go? I just want to know what the fuck's up with that chin, Mush. Do you guys remember that toy, that Stretch Armstrong toy? And then that Johnny Bravo cartoon?
Yes.
Hold on 1 second.
I already know where she's going with this.
So do I. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't.
Thanks, baby. I see you. Ratina, I'm seeing a resemblance, ma'am. I'm going to bed.
Oh my god. I'm waiting to see what Bougie comes back and says. I ain't sleeping on this shit tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that too. Oh yes, Mush. Everything is hypothetical. Shannon, FYI, ma'am, I did get your message, baby. I'm sorry. I meant to respond back and I completely forgot. I woke up today. So I've been sick for what, like 3.5 weeks now, and today I decided to spike a fever. So that's fun. Recap. Shannon's a douche. Made a threat. I can go ahead and play said threat if everybody wants to hear it again. Ratina is over there windmilling in Smash's box, trying to make fun of Mallory's nails and a look that Mallory had on her face during a live one day. Emily, aka Truth About You, Truth Judge or Judge Truth or whatever, Stephanie and Ratuna decided to try to pull up messages from 2 years ago when I vented and was talking to somebody that I thought was a friend about my fiance relapsing. What else? I'm missing something.
Malibu Blue just sat over in Smash's platform and lied her fucking face off and said that I passed out her and Broken Crown's information.
Nope. Actually, I gave their phone number out. Thank you very much.
I don't know either of their names. I told Broken one time, all Bougie ever told me about Broken, like I laugh about it now, but all Bougie ever told me about Broken was she was the oldest military wife living on base. I can't tell you anything about either of them, and the fact that Malibu just sat over there and did it proves that she's nothing but an old woman who sits at home and loves to be in the drama.
Oh, that's all. That is all she is. She has no life.
Yep.
Megan, yes, the messages that they were showing, I believe, were from 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember because Mal and I were just talking about this too, like when Mal and I were going at each other, and I don't feel like it was this past October. I feel like it was October before. Or was it this past October? Maybe it was this past October.
Oh, evidently, I also have Smash's daughter's information as well as Tia and Dora's information.
No, we're talking like last October. Mel, were you and I going at each other last October, right?
We were.
Okay, so a year ago.
Yep.
So the messages they were showing tonight was from a year ago. those messages, I noticed the screenshots I got too don't show like, they're showing timestamps, but they're not showing dates. Those messages were absolutely from last year. Yeah, when Chris relapsed. That was last year. Huh? Yeah. None of those messages that Stephanie and them are showing are like recent. So is it true about putting the wooden spoon over? Let's see. Let's see if I can keep my pot from boiling over. Nope, it's not true. Yeah. Those messages were not anything recent. But I did notice when they were showing them, they made it look like they were. Yep. And right there, Mittens can confirm that because that's when everything went down back then. So yeah, it was a year ago.
So evidently Dora was in the chat when Malibu stated that I gave out Dora and T's information and that she told her so and that she tried to warn her about me. Malibu, I would like all of this proof on the people that you're saying I passed information out on because it's weird because I, to this day, don't have any information on those people.
Hey, say hi to Smash. She's streaming again.
Hey, Smash, is Malibu going to provide the proof of the accusation she made tonight? Because she can be a big girl and get up in the box and say it to my face if she's going to lie. But she won't because she needs you to fight her battles for her because she's a scared little bitch.
Ooh, I do have a question for you, Smash. Because now that you're sitting back with Rissa, can you ask your friend to pay me the $550 she owes me? Considering, like, I stayed pretty quiet with that whole thing for a long time so that it didn't bring problems to you, being as you vouched that, you know, she was a good person and I'd get paid back. And I find it kind of weird that, like, you're cool with her after you were like, I feel so bad, OG. But y'all are cool again. And Mallory, to let you know, no, I never did, like, ask anybody to go after Rissa's Cash App or anything like that.
I know. I think it was when it got shown on live, people just did that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Saying you're talking about her daughter. Whose daughter? All I did was say Malibu accused me of giving out fucking her broken crowns. It sounded like Smash's daughter. He and Dora's information, and I've never done any of that. And it's weird that Malibu wants to do something that she's going to have to fabricate evidence on to even prove. Because, honest to God, I think I was in Dora's T's live recently, and someone said a name, and unless I misunderstood it, it was Dora's legal name. And I didn't know her name wasn't Dora, unless I mistook it. And it was someone else. But
Hey, Malibu, out of curiosity, like, did they ever figure out, like, did you get full dentures, or did they do, like, that horseshoe thing you called and asked me about?
good old marble mouth.
I had never heard of the dentures she was talking about.
It's funny that she's never in the mess. She doesn't do things to draw attention to herself, but she'll lie flat out.
Well, I think it's kind of wild that, you know, I had never done anything to her when we were helping for Thanksgiving. she's the one that like wanted to help. And so
I'm just curious why they're talking on my daughter to get around that.
hold on a second, because when were we talking on Smashley's daughter?
Nobody was talking on Smash's daughter.
Smashley, nobody was talking on your daughter.
I'm sure you do. I'll say this, right? And I 100% remember back to
Hold on.
agree with you, friends. Oh yeah, hold on, Smash. Before you go any further, I just thought about it. For OG to question you, why they didn't go over there and question Clark to the wall when she lied on you the other night? When she literally said it's okay and lied on you, girl, I was so mad I was girl. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, I waddled my ass back here as soon as I heard this conversation because I might be.
They're gonna be calling you PO tomorrow. Bougie's gonna be calling you PO. Yeah, allegedly.
Bougie knows that she shouldn't be talking about shit, but anyways, I did waddle my ass.
Bougie
back
knows
here
she
when I
shouldn't be
heard this
talking about
because
shit.
I might not be obtuse as I know thinks I am, but Mallory and OG asked me to get a box over there, right? We all heard that was in here. They asked me to come over there and get a box. Malibu hasn't been in a box since that conversation, and I've been doing my own thing, slideshowing you fools, like that you sit with, and Malibu has not been in a box. So,
Hold please. I can play a clip from Malibu tonight.
They can't post the receipt. Let's move forward.
All right, here we go.
She
Here
just
comes.
said we can't post the receipt.
Here it comes.
Come on now.
When it
And then
hits,
for them to bring up Smash, Malibu did out.
But ask Mallory.
Yes, Mallory, pay attention.
Wait, hold on. Ask her if why did she get me and Broken's information and hand it out? Why did she hand out your daughter's information? Why did she look up T and Dora and hand that information out? Ask her all of that.
I never did any of that, but Malibu was the one to talk about your daughter.
And Smashley, stop lying to people. Nobody's contacting Retina's PO. I'm actually contacting the cops. I just did. They're calling me back because there's a restraining order against Retina for, well, the same thing she was in your box doing today. That was granted last week. So good job. But let's not lie. Let's not lie.
They muted my account. Can one of the trolls go over here or go over there? Because I know one of y'all are in here. Can one of y'all go over there and please let them know that Smashley's daughter was not being spoke on over here?
And I'm not calling probation officer because the DA is the probation officer. I'm calling the cops because she just violated the restraining order that's been placed against her since last week. Retina.
She knows that, Bougie, because she said, well, and Bougie shouldn't be saying anything, and she knows that.
Right. No, I'm allowed to. You don't have the order against me, honey. And yes, there is a disorderly conduct restraining order. I just spoke to the non-communications communications, whatever the fuck they're called, and a deputy is calling me back here shortly.
Did Unknown just say that she has proof that I shared information? That specifically those people's information?
I can't really tell because her fake ass accent when she's on this app is wild.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Retina, did you hear that, or did you all decide to selectively turn it down and not listen so that you could pretend your ignorance and obtuseness isn't, real?
Yes, House of Lies. I just chose to not come on here and broadcast it because, well, why would I?
Okay, this should tell you that somebody is only up for drama because when I commented in there and said nobody was talking on your children, they muted my account right away.
Yeah, they don't care about the truth. They're trying to create drama and piss people off. Which is why I just point out I didn't do it. And I'll message everybody and let them know I didn't do it because I'm like Malibu and Retina.
I mean, do they just get to say things with no receipts? Is that what we do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was just checking.
Because nobody was talking on her child ever.
But evidently, It is Malibu. Let's be real. She runs that platform.
That is very true. That is very true.
But I'm waiting. I'll wait to see the falsified receipts since they've already done that with Arvil tonight. Like, I guess I'm supposed to take anything they show seriously when I know I didn't do what they're accusing me of doing. So there's
What's even crazier is the fact that you would risk this and violate a restraining order when you're showing a document with a case number that doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, I think it's funny because Regina actually said when she got there, I think it's wild that Bougie's saying anything when she knows she shouldn't be.
I shouldn't be about what?
It's wild that Regina thinks her experience with the law makes her an expert in the law.
Well, right. And I think she's saying because of Stephanie and whatever bullshit Stephanie has conjured them to believe, that is all complete bullshit, by the way. It's all public record. I can't believe she wouldn't do her own research, number one. But hey, you do you, girl.
Well, she doesn't generally do her own research, I believe. I think people send her shit and she saves it like Petty does and just archives it. Petty was going through his archives today or the other day talking about how he's got so much shit on people. He could bring a creator down just like that.
Wowzers.
Okay, well, nobody should care what you think because you abuse your child. Blech.
I was about to say,
no, they haven't.
I know the abuser didn't say shit to me because, bro, you abuse your kids. Don't fucking talk to me.
It's wild though because it's okay that he did that to them, but they do want to.
They don't believe it. Remember, they think his son is a P3DO, so it makes it okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
They also believe the whole like, oh, I got charged because I called the cops story. With again, no receipts, but we are all required to show receipts of everything. I mean, it's a little bit wild to me. By the way, is that screenshot still up, OG, by the chance?
No, it's just unknown and Smash in the box now.
Oh, did she just recently drop?
Yeah.
How interesting? Probably calling her mom to tell her to check the fucking scanner. Yeah.
Bougie, use remove him from internet. Don't mean it not exist. Hey, Calhoun, quit trying to fucking text like fucking unknown.
Did you see Scammy Claus's post? She's like, can somebody ask Bougie what an African American accent is? Because I'm still trying to understand. I think you knew what I was talking about. Oh, and then of course she said something about being uneducated. As if I'm saying that African Americans are uneducated. That's not what I said. Actually, uneducated came out of Florida man's mouth first. Not me. But I was trying to not be disrespectful to Miss Unknown's dialect. How about that?
Unknown is the most uneducated dumbass bitch I have ever met.
I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with race. It's just facts.
Right. I mean, she's still saying that I called her Rosa Parks. It's wild, but it's Rosetta Stone. It's a great book. You should invest in it, folks.
I think the fact that people believe Unknown and Regina and individuals like that is proof alone that some people just want the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Because they blatantly lie. Like, I mean, it's not even like you can't convince me that some of the people hearing this know that it's a lie and they still pretend to believe it simply because they want to egg that person on.
I just think it's crazy. I mean, Petty called out Stephanie's bullshit with that whole arrest and civil thing, and so did Kendra, but yet Regina is still going to run with this shit?
Well, Regina's got 2 working brain cells, and they're both out on vacation right now, so she She's lagging a little bit. I think you might have stunned her with that protective order.
Oh, are we being quiet over there? We're calling mommy, probably. It's funny because when I called, the lady called me back and said, is this going on Facebook or live on TikTok? I said, oh, it's currently on live on TikTok. So, hey, good call.
I just think it's wild that Malibu sits there and says she doesn't do drama and she doesn't like participate in it and she doesn't talk about people. But that bitch just sat up there and said I gave out all these people's info and I've never been in possession of any of it.
Who said that? About the Fabuloso reminds her of Mexicans? What the fuck?
Yeah, so that was fucking Zeta. Apparently Zeta said that.
Bitch. Oh, she's nasty.
So what happened then? Like, what happened today about that? Oh, she's Petty's mom.
Apparently, from what I caught today, like, Zeta said it, and people took offense to it, and people started, I guess, messaging Miss Homie, from my understanding. And so Miss Homie brought it to whoever it is she's a mod for, or whatever. I think she said Retina and Holly Mae and them.
No, I thought she said, I thought they were talking about Latina. I thought they said,
but, you know, Petty was...
I thought they said Latina.
Ass.
Is what I thought.
There.
Told them if they're gonna be, if they're going to offend people, to unmod themselves. That's ironic.
Yeah.
He said he don't want any smoke with the homies.
Yep.
Oh. Well, why was everybody asking if Bree was okay today then?
It's wild you would individualize a broad statement to those two.
Because Bree, like, got all upset and was, like, crying in Petty's box and shit today.
Oh.
Yeah, Bree was, like, all upset crying and was like, Petty, if you want to unmod me, go ahead and unmod me.
Excuse me, who's this? Who's California?
Who's what?
They follow me.
Oh, Bougie, did you check your text for me?
And Garrett's in bed with Mr. Mal right now. I'm sitting on the couch hanging out.
I know Araya was in bed with Chris, but she smelled that I was cooking something, so she just came out.
Miscommunication. That was more than I thought she had.
And they think I'm not gonna say nothing about how they treat me. Look for it.
One second, guys.
I'm guessing Bougie might have gotten a phone call, everybody. While she's on mute, everybody tap. Don't forget to send your daily heart me's. Support the host. Sounds like they're listening to Friends with Attitudes, probably on Smashes.
Yeah, that's what it is. It sounds like Lala is going off, and then Smash is now playing that dumbass little violin thing, and Unknown is still up in the box.
Yeah, Unknown's, I noticed Unknown's starting to come around again because she hasn't really had content. she kind of went on a lull. Like she tried to stream a little bit of stuff, but then she wasn't getting the numbers, and then she disappeared for a while, and she came
Because
back
she's
to
boring
cry.
as shit. Like, here's the thing. She'll stream people, but she talks over the whole fucking stream. It's annoying as fuck.
Yes. And the only time she's worth watching is when she's completely crashing the fuck out.
Yep. True. She's ignorant as fuck.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because she literally, like, back when, like, everybody was trying to say I was a scammer and shit, and I kept showing, like, proof against everybody's lies, she's like, don't show anything else. Like, she was dick riding big time. And then, the night that everything went down with Bougie and Florida Man, which I just found out tonight, talking to Florida Man, that Florida Man thought I let Unknown up in the box, which I didn't even have. Thank you, Becky. I didn't even have, powers to let Unknown up, and he's like, yeah, I didn't. He's like, it took a month. He's like, it was like a whole month before I realized it wasn't you that let her up. I was like, no, it wasn't. Exactly. She doesn't listen to anybody but herself.
Okay, so normally I wouldn't acknowledge this, but Scammy Claus is absolutely body shaming. You can't tell me otherwise.
Hold on. I'm about to big box you so you can see it.
Also, if she wants to talk about not being cut out for something, she should probably sit back because she literally has a couple different things in here that are misinformation. So, but I love the fact that Scammy's a piece of shit and she just shows it on the daily basis.
I mean, Scammy, who are you to body shame anybody, ma'am?
I also love that she thinks that I give a shit. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm not sure Scammy Claus is at. Try www.imadumho.com.
It's a good one. Honestly, I had her blocked for a while now. I only saw that because somebody sent it to me and I low-key cackled for a second.
I mean, I would too, because are you fucking serious? Like, Scammy, you're trying to talk shit about somebody else's looks?
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure I sat here last night and said at this point it's not about a warrant at all. It's about the fact that Scammy is having people funnel the tips into her email so she could, report the tips herself, which is ironic considering she's got a little GoFundMe set up to give a reward to somebody who turns in the tip that leads to Florida Man's arrest. Because does that count as the person who gives it to her or the person who gives it to the police? Because what if your tip leads to the police, but Scammy gave it to him?
Right.
But also the fact that she's encouraging vigilante justice with a man who threatened to disseminate women's nude photographs on the internet.
Hey, Becky, do you know you're in a box, honey? Oh, okay, got you.
Not to mention the fact that I heard she showed something tonight, but somebody told me something about her saying that Guardians of Valor found it today for her or something.
Yeah, she, so that I was actually listening to. She gave credit to him. Days of Our Lives, that is still kind of up for debate. I will say when the stuff was sent to me, I did reach out to somebody that is still in the police force, and they are going to find that out.
I also emailed the prosecutor and asked if it was actually something that they wanted out to the general public, considering some of the things that I've been told behind the scenes and the fact that it is not publicly available on any of the legal websites.
Days of Our Lives, we're waiting for confirmation on it, so we don't want to say that it is active or it isn't active because we don't know. So we're waiting for confirmation.
I also let them know that if the police aren't getting reports of potential leads, there's an individual online who is gaining tips and admitting to sending people out to attempt to locate and possibly citizens arrest, I guess, the man. So there's that too. I just find this whole situation weird. You'd think you'd just step back and let the cops handle it, but
It's very weird. And the fact that you don't know what some crazy person off TikTok could do, so you better hope like hell that like someone doesn't try to find Florida Man and he get hurt or the person get hurt, because that's coming back on you, Scammy.
not to mention, I didn't hear her say anything last night when people were making comments about how if they see Florida Man, they'll give him a little justice of their own first because they're willing to take a battery charge.
Yep. That's inciting violence.
Yep. I'm still curious about the police report discrepancy of the business having about $200 in damages, but evidently Florida Man pulled a truck out of his ass and caused structural damage to the building.
There was so many holes in that owner's story. It was crazy. Like, how do you not know? So one of the first things I caught was when Scammy was like, she introduced herself to him, and then like 5 minutes later she was like, oh, him and I talked, and you know, it was already said that there was only certain things that are going to be discussed. Well, wait a minute, I thought you just introduced yourself and just met him. And then what truck, ma'am, sir? And how do you not know when your own store was broken into?
That is kind of wild. You would think they would have at least known like a general time frame. But even I remember the date. And I'm not even involved with it. And I just read the police report one time.
Right.
Were you guys listening to Petty today at all this morning?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so he had to laugh about this, and I don't know if you were watching any of this stuff go on when Scammy was involved with Mal and Bougie and trying to bring awareness to Pastor Petty. But Scammy was all completely involved in that and up talking in the lives and everything. Well, today, Scammy got into Pastor Petty was talking so strangely this morning. He was just over talking about, if you're on your backup account, I can see you, and just like talking about this, talking about that, just all over the place. I've torn this platform down before I can build it again. And so somehow he brings up Scammy Claus. Scammy Claus comes into the room right after that. She gets up there and he says, he's talking in code, but he's saying, and I know what he's talking about. He was talking basically in a roundabout way about he has a problem with Scam Slam. And, you know, I sat with her when she very first started for a few months. And what he's talking about is how he came against her for covering Lisa Richards. And
hold on, Christina, hold on. I may be able to save your breath, because I think someone just sent me a clip, I think, of what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, because I was laughing to myself. He wants an apology, and he wants one bad.
Okay, hold on a minute. Yeah, Rem, I was kind of confused about that too. Like, okay, my guy, you almost caught him, but you had said several times you were at home. So which was it? Like, no, sir, your lies are showing.
Well, and the other thing too, he said that FM cut the didn't he say something about the electric being cut off? And so, like, did he say the cameras stopped working at that point, or am I crazy? I need to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, I was caught at the point. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he say something about a truck being hooked to the door and ripping it off?
Yeah, I made sure to mention that part to the prosecutor.
Okay, hold on. I just sent this to my other phone, but I gotta resend it.
Because I was like, I just find it weird that either this was intentionally left out of a police report in an attempt to, like, maybe not have everything in case you needed it for the investigation. But then also, if that's not it, why it wasn't in the police report in the first place.
There was just way too many holes. Okay, hold on. I think this is what Christina's talking about.
This is how much of a bitch I am not at all. And this is how much of a bitch I am. I am not trying to run in. Mrs. Homie, I'm not trying to have no bad run-ins with your husband. Husband to husband. I'm not trying to whatever they're doing and y'all talk about it later. I'm not that's not gonna be part of. They can't be a mind here, they could come here. But I don't want it attached to, oh, that's Petty's mind. If y'all are offending folks,
right,
and you're doing offensive things to people, and y'all just don't know how to say, hey, you know what? This may offend them. I apologize. Because what you're doing is not being understanding. It would be the same as a white person saying, every time I see fried chicken, I think of black people. If you are not black, that statement is not going to make sense if you cannot prove that you are black. If your page is private and nobody can prove it. Okay? So whatever offensive thing y'all are doing to someone, that's not cool to Mrs. Homie and Mr. Homie. Yeah, listen. Shouldn't even be a thing. It should have been a quick, hey. I want none of the smoke. Whatever anyone's doing out there, I don't want none of the smoke. I think your platform's amazing. I want none of the smoke. I'm good on covering the news. I'm not good being like, Petty allows this. No, please. Please, for the love of peaches. Please. Whatever they're doing out there, please, when you cover it, I won't be attached. I'm letting y'all know this right now. Whatever mess you're getting yourself into and you're not considering, like, this husband, you're not thinking about it like me. She has a...
Hold on, let me pause this real quick. 1 second, y'all.
Like, who doesn't know that that is a racial statement? He said only black people would know that's inappropriate. I know that's inappropriate.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I'm obviously white, but I don't like when people start talking about other people in the third person as saying they, as in them people, because if I were to talk to people saying anything about them people, I think that is, well, obviously that would be a racist comment on my part, and I agree with that, and that's why I don't use those type of comments. But for a person of color to say that them people that could do that, that's not racist, but it is, I think, borderline prejudiced.
Well, I feel like you're setting yourself apart from someone when you say that, like those people,
because you're now drawing a line in the sand, and and he's kind of, I think what he was, the innuendo that he was getting with the homies was they are Latina, they're Mexican, and he's black, and he's saying that those people, meaning the other people that are against us, and we are not against people of color for the most part. and people that are, we know that right off the bat. So I mean, I think dropping racism or homophobia, or LGBTQI plus,
Mhm.
or homophobia, or anything, even religion too. At that point, I think it's a no on here, and we are so smart because we follow this stuff every day that we don't do this kind of stuff, and we're better people than that, to where most of us don't. I mean, have you ever figured out that it's only the people that haven't been on here for a while that do drop that kind of shit, and they probably go home and be like, oh God, I fucked up, I mean, I
Yeah.
shouldn't have said that, but I was born that way, and here I am, yet I'm on TikTok and I'm pronouncing myself as to be a racist or a homophobe or whatever. And a lot of people get it like the first time around, because everyone makes mistakes on TikTok. So, you kind of show yourself when you go out there in the box, and then you do that. And if you do it, and then you do it again and again and again, and then it's obvious. But I totally disagree with the fact of how he approached the homies, because they have been around TikTok for a while, so they kind of understand this, that you're not going to win on anything to do with a social issue or whatever. It's going to be what's happening here. I mean,
He was obviously just talking in circles. It was crazy today.
I just
I
feel
agree.
like what he just said, though, invalidates all of the arguments of when they went at Megan so hard for the
Yes.
saying, like, why don't you go eat some fried chicken?
Yes.
Because they've dragged Megan for the same level type comment and said she's racist, but now they're gonna try to make excuses for another comment where some people might feel like it was an insensitive joke or this or that, but it's just the levels of everything. Like, it's not across the board.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's a microaggression. It's nothing to do with being racist. It's a microaggression towards a race.
Mhm.
And sorry for what Smash Land did to you. TikTok sucks. I had to come up here and say that to you because that was kind of shitty.
Yeah,
probably don't
you
get
know what,
forget.
Florida man, I agree with you. You can't compartmentalize it.
Compartmentalize. Yeah.
Say that for me twice.
Compartmentalize. Yeah.
You can't. It's very difficult to do that. So there's different categories of how we process this. So you can't do that, and I guess putting it into a certain basket is the way that you have to do it, because you got to break it out somehow, right? I mean, it's not that you're being totally racist. It's not that you're being out of touch, or maybe both, but it's being that you're just not grasping what the reality is of it. So you just spin off on something, and then you have to default to race or religion, or and we didn't even talk about religion yet, but because we can't do that yet, but so everyone has to default to something other than the sheer fact of what we're trying to get at. And then when you do that, then you bring in now a whole nother basket of information. Now we're talking about religion. So you get people that are in this, that, the other. Now we've taken a topic that we could easily solve and talk about, and now we've brought in 5 other baskets.
Yeah.
I just came up here to say sorry to you for what they did, and I got to say one more thing. Speaking on religion too, I think I figured out why they're all wilding out. Maybe they need some dick. So on religion, why don't we all pray that they get some dick and settle the fuck down?
Well, the problem is they probably are getting dick, but they realize the long dick clay was more than an exaggeration.
Martina, are you sure?
FM, did you hear Petty ask for that apology today?
From who?
The word we can't say. from the person we can't mention.
So
Which one?
I just want to
He
give
asked
everybody
Scammy Claus to
Oh,
mediate that because he won't have that person near him until an apology is issued.
you know what? I don't blame him. I'm sure everybody can truthfully see the way they act towards me and other people, and I've got it all documented too. So
I think it had to do because as he kept letting things out, it had to do with tattoos.
that's actually where my issue was.
Mm-hmm.
Tattoos.
Hey,
But
I think
Scammy
that's where
came
all
in
of our
singing. She came in singing a song like, "Hey, we're gonna get him." It was like to something, and she was singing your name and everything. And he stopped her and just said, "You know, I wasn't cool with someone I saw in your chat last night."
What? It doesn't even matter. He literally should remember some of the shit that happened on Scammy Claus's platform that she allowed when she participated in making sure everybody knew that he beat his child. Stand on morals,
I
man.
need
You're
a clip, by
already
the way.
groveling at
Same.
Smash's feet.
I just want everybody in the boxes to be pre-warned. I'm about to show an image, and if you don't want to catch strays, you might want to get down. 5, 4.
I'll catch a stray either way, so whatever.
I'm getting the full back. Before everybody loses their fucking mind, that's an AI picture. It's an age-down AI picture. And at the bottom is supposed to be someone named Sawyer. That's Rotina's daughter, who she has nothing to do with because she traded her daughter for bad checks because her baby daddy Josh kicked her the fuck out when she stole from her family business, from his family business, and wrote herself checks and cashed them. Everybody fucking dropped that. And it's just us. It's just us, OG.
It is what it is, bitch. You want to green screen fucking messages from wherever or go from me? I don't give a fuck.
They were like, yeah, I'll catch a stray. But then it was like, how big of a fucking stray is this? Is that big ass stray? Isn't it, guys?
Sorry, guys.
Notice, everybody, that I'm the only one talking, and OG was the only one showing the picture. So everybody else dropped and said they can't support it. So if they get any heat for it, I don't give a fuck. Go get some dick and settle your fucking asses down. Y'all are weird. What are they so obsessed over?
I don't know, but I mean, y'all claim not to do fuck shit or not to go after kids, not to do this, not to do that, but all you bitches do everything that you fucking hate Florida Man for doing. Every one of you bitches do it. The only difference is you guys do it in a sneaky ass fucking way where Florida Man puts that shit right out on Front Street like, yup, this is what the fuck I did, this is what I'm doing.
I'd like to read Mallory's. They're a no-go for me. Wasn't expecting that one. And I agree, she wasn't expecting that one. I wasn't either, but I rode with it.
Honestly, I'm at the point where it is what it is.
Well, Mallory had no clue what the fuck was about to happen, so...
No. I really want to know, is Malibu in bed right now, Smash? Because I'd like for her to provide the proof that I passed out all the information she accused me of passing out tonight. I feel like she's probably listening in the wind still.
Nah, she had to freeze her. She getting herself a popsicle.
Well, evidently she accused me of giving out broken crowns, hers, someone's kid, T and Dora's information, even though I've never been in any way capable of telling you any of their names or anything outside their TikTok names.
Now, I want to point something out. They understand that I had a bunch of chats with you and other people while we were beefing, and if you would have done any of that, I'd have put that shit out there.
Right. Well, and like my thing is with Broken, like I told Broken a really long time ago, the only thing I ever heard about her was from Bougie when she was venting once, and she said something about Broken being the oldest army wife on base or something.
Fuck her mittens.
But I think her good girl persona is really starting to crack because Little Miss, I don't do the drama, I don't talk about people or lie about them, is really, really starting to come out.
It is.
So there's 2 clips that were just sent to me. You won't catch strays for them. It's just what happened in Petty's live today with the whole Bree thing. Yeah, Bree, just a little bit that I seen when I was laying on the couch scrolling, trying to fall asleep. I did see Bree in the box crying, talking about, if you want to unmod me, Petty, you can. But hold on, I'll play him.
I wasn't offending nobody. I didn't say nothing offensive. All I said, see, and this is what I'm getting. This was pissing me off.
Right,
all I said was I can't check nobody for saying something about their own fucking culture. That's like somebody to come and check you about some black people shit. I can't check nobody there.
No, you can't prove that lady is Hispanic as well. Can't.
But can I check her? Can I check her about? Well, first of all, I wasn't even there.
But Bree, you really didn't say nothing though. You really didn't say anything.
All I said was, why is it being brought up 5 to 6 days later when we've all had lives? I've had a live. You've had lives from Wednesday.
Whoa. Hold on. I gotta pause this for a second because I need to go back to that night that Hair Junkie was live. I was in Hair Junkie's box, but I was cooking dinner. And Carmen came in the box and called Queen, remember the house N-word, and I got drugged for that because I didn't correct her. And I said, but wait a minute. I said, even if I was like at my phone in the box paying attention at that time, yeah, House of Lies remembers this. I'm like, yeah, my fiance said right here, he remembers it. How is it my place to correct somebody of the same ethnicity? And they were like, yeah, it's your place, blah, blah, blah. But now it's not, like, what? All right, hold on.
Not.
I didn't.
It's not, because here's the thing about that. You don't, as somebody who's white, you don't understand the cultural roots of another race and what's appropriate between the 2 races. Between individuals within that race. It ain't none of my business. I'll be supportive to the person that I felt is done wrong. But other than that, I'm keeping my mouth shut. And I do have to say, it's weird because that stamp joke that Petty made earlier was actually kind of funny. And I agree with him when he said you can't know who that person is behind that account if they got it locked down. If they're not willing to verify who they are. So, just put that out there.
I can't check nobody for saying something about their own fucking culture. That's like somebody to come and check you about some black people shit. I can't check nobody there.
No, you can't prove that lady is Hispanic as well. Can't.
But can I check her? Can I check her about? Well, first of all, I wasn't even there.
But Bree, you really didn't say nothing though. You really didn't say anything.
All I said was, why is it being brought up 5 to 6 days later when we've all had lives? I've had a live. You've had lives. From Wednesday to Monday, we all had lives. So why is it being brought up on Monday? I didn't even speak to Mrs. Homie, really.
Because they still poking and making comments, and I'm not gonna say nobody's name about certain things.
So that's between them and Zeta. I'm gonna say it. Like that's between.
Oh no, it was somebody just like, don't worry about that. It wasn't anybody right up here right now.
I was about to say it wasn't me because I for one, I don't know Mrs. Homie. So I even was talking to her and she was like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Holly. Okay, cool. I left.
Oh yeah.
I shut up.
I'm just saying, when these folks get to talking about Mr. Homie and Mrs. Homie, y'all don't know something. They are quiet, but they're gonna gather they screenshots of all the people talking shit. And I'm just letting people know.
Well, Bree hasn't said anything.
No,
So,
I'm
and
not talking about Bree. I ain't talking about Bree.
I'm to say, so who I'm like, are you talking about me? I need something about myself.
Okay, hold on. There's another clip.
I wasn't offending nobody.
Bree
I didn't say nothing
last
offensive.
night
All I
either.
said, see, and this is what I'm getting. This was pissing me off.
Right,
All
but
I
it's
said was
pissing me
I
off.
couldn't check. I can't check nobody for saying something about their own fucking culture. That's like somebody to come and check you about some black people shit.
You can't
I can't check nobody that.
No, you can't prove. You can't prove that lady is Hispanic as well. Can't. What?
But can I check her? Can I check her about? Well, first of all, I wasn't even there.
But Bree, you really didn't say nothing though. You really didn't say anything.
All I said was, why is it being brought up 5 to 6 days later when we've all had lives? I've had a live. You've had lives. From Wednesday to Monday, we all had lives. So why is it being brought up on Monday? I didn't even speak to Mrs. Homie, really.
Because they still poking and making comments, and I'm not gonna say nobody's name about certain things.
So that's between them and Zeta. I'm gonna say it. Like that's between.
Oh no, it was somebody recently. Just like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It wasn't anybody right up here right now.
All I was about to say wasn't me because I for one, I don't know Mrs. Homie. So I even was talking to her and she was like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Holly. Okay, cool. I left.
Oh yeah.
I shut up.
I'm just saying, when these folks get to talking about Mr. Homie and Mrs. Homie, y'all don't know something. They are quiet, but they're gonna gather they screenshots of all the people talking shit. And I'm just letting people know.
Well, Bree hasn't said anything.
No, I'm not talking about Bree. I ain't talking about Bree.
But to say, so who I'm like, are you talking about me? I need something about myself.
They can't even prove Zeta. They can't prove that you're Hispanic. And is that Mr. Homie as your profile picture? Oh,
she been had that profile picture.
That's fucked up.
See, there might be something we don't know, Bree. I'm gonna go ahead and slide on down.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's your dad? Okay. I don't.
Good night, honey.
Culturally,
I'm about to get off here after this too.
If she is Hispanic, that's something they got to work out. And if it was disrespectful to one Hispanic, they need to work that out. They need to work that out. And I just don't want to be involved in it.
Can I ask a question? If anybody, and this is no disrespect to anybody, I am as white can be, Southern woman, and I can look at Zeta's name and know that she is a Spanish lady. Am I stupid?
Yes, she is.
We don't know anything. I just want to go with that. We don't know anything on this app in particular.
LinkedIn works.
And unless someone they have that, we don't know any.
Now I see. Okay. To the person who sent me that clip, thank you, because now I see. And still, though, making that comment about the Fabulosa, I would take that as, yeah, I see why people are upset over it.
I don't. It ain't none of my business. I like the homies, they good, but I see Petty looking at everything that's going on, and he's like, I could be next.
I'm saying, okay, so they went at Bougie, right? For reciting a quote. They made such a big deal out of that, they better make the same fucking deal out of this.
No, they better make the same big deal out of Regina spelling that shit with a hard R with a little excitement to it. They never did mention that.
Of course not. Of course not. It's the what's good for thee is good for me bullshit.
Actually, all the people wilding out without dick right now, they got a lot of backlog shit that they got to take care of with each other before they should really start pointing fingers at anybody else. Maybe that's their problem. Maybe they just want to be like everyone else is wrong, and they got to fight super hard to prove it. They're not. But when they're the wrongest one out of everybody, Regina violating that protective order tonight. wild.
Yeah, Nikki, apparently... Yeah, Florida man, I agree that it was extremely wild that Ratina violated that order tonight. And then had the balls to get up and smash his box and say, I know Bougie's not over there talking about stuff because she knows better than to be talking. Ratina, that's not how an RO works, ma'am. But Nikki, apparently there was a comment made, something about, I guess, Fabulosa reminded, I believe it was Zeta that said it, Zeta Amore said something that a Fabulosa reminds her of Mexican people.
Did CJ say that if you look at Zeta Zamora's name, it's clearly Hispanic?
Yes, she did say that.
So it's weird because Zeta is heavily linked to more of an Italian descent, and Zamora is more of like a Spanish descent from, like, I'm pretty sure a little town called Zamora. So I'm confused on where any of that is what CJ took away.
I'm just gonna say that she's stupid. She asked if she was stupid.
She really is. Like, she's the one that went and looked at my LinkedIn profile with her full last name on a profile and then got mad when I was like, I don't know who this is. Let me look him up. And then I saw it was her. And I was like, oh, shit. Guess what I've never done, though, Malibu? I never passed around her information, dipshit.
They still don't say you looked her up and doxed her.
Oh, well, whatever. She knows I knew. I even apologized to her. Like, I mean, I just wanted to know who the fuck it was.
Oh no, I feel you. Shit, look what everyone else is doing. And I'm just chilling. And they're all wilding out. They're just doing whatever they can. By the way, I will say that quote court document that Ratina green screened is absolutely fake. Like, the case number is not even a real case number. tncourts.com, there's nothing there. Malibu. How dare you, Mallory, turn down Malibu as a co-host?
Well, unlike Smashley, I could tell in the first 2 times she came up in my box that all she wanted was drama. And I found her heavily annoying.
Do you know how many Cheetos she would have bought you?
I don't know, but do you want to hear a funny story? I told Mama and Joyce today, and they were fucking cackling. Mr. Mal was packing his lunch like 2 days ago for work, and he dropped a Cheeto on the ground when he was transferring them into like a bag to put in his lunchbox. And evidently, the new kitten walked over, picked the Cheeto up, and started to eat it. And when Garrett, the male cat, came around her, she went the fuck off on him. So if anybody's wondering if that cat is mine, it is confirmed.
She's like, don't touch my easy poops. I just got another clip, which is the rest of Petty's live with the whole breed thing. Let's listen right quick. Yeah, she was protecting that Cheeto. She's like, my mama loves them cheesy poops, bitch.
I laughed.
She didn't have that profile picture.
That's fucked up. They'll take it and they'll be like, that weak bitch
That might
laughed.
be something we don't know, Bree. I'm gonna go ahead and slide on down.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's your dad? Okay. I don't.
So, real quick, it does sound like it's repeating, but it's not. They're having to send it in clips because it was so long. So you might hear like a couple things that we already heard, but it's not the same clip.
Culturally, That's between their culture. If she is Hispanic, that's something they got to work out. And if it was disrespectful to one Hispanic, they need to work that out. Oh, they need to work that out. And I just don't want to be involved in it.
Can I ask a question? If anybody, and this is no disrespect to anybody, I am as white can be, Southern woman, and I can look at Zeta's name and know that she is a Spanish lady. Am I stupid?
Yes, you are.
We don't know anything. I just want to go with that. We don't know anything on this app in particular, unless someone like they have that. We don't know any. I'm not, because somebody could be making themselves comfortable. We've seen it a dozen times.
Listen, I've got people in my family that are that I treat.
Can we, Mallory, I'm glad you just said that because Spanish and Hispanic, two different things. I'm gonna play this and then I'm curious if anybody can tell me the difference.
Family that are Spanish with a name Zeta, so I assumed, okay, she's Spanish.
I'm just saying that's a conversation that her and the homies need to have, and if one Hispanic feels like, oh man, this is disrespectful me, they need to have that conversation. I don't want to be in the middle of it.
Teddy and Bree, I just have a question for both of y'all. This is for everybody. If y'all remember growing up, because you guys aren't that much older than me, I'm not much that younger than you.
Skittles, don't do it. Don't do it, Skittles.
Hold on, no, but do you guys remember the Pine Sol commercials?
He just touched anybody in his box, huh?
What they directly advertised towards, what community? No?
Skittles, I can't.
No, like listen, I'm not against Zeta right now. I'm not at all. But I'm telling you, like the whole Pine Sol, it was a black woman, and she was like, pine so fresh, like Pine Sol so fresh. Like literally, I understand how people see like the advertisements being directed towards like a community, but not at all in this space did that mean.
Skittles, let's say this for tomorrow. I only got hope for one thing to clarify.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the commercial. You'll understand.
I need to make this statement. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with the homies. I don't want no smoke.
Bree was
Brittany,
defending. All she did was say she's not going to tell nobody to do it their culture because she don't want nobody to tell him. So basically, she was saying, I'm not gonna be a part of this. And I get what you're saying. Don't try to tell another. We get it. I get it. But sometimes it's the people that's holding the wooden spoons that like to stir stuff.
Zeta is a Mexican name. I'm Mexican. And Zamora is a Mexican last name. Zeta Zamora is Mexican. Just to clarify.
Sorry. ¿Cómo se llama? Es Pedrosa. Sí.
I know she was Hispanic because I follow Zeta and I've seen her content. Like she's obviously a Hispanic lady. I didn't say anything. I didn't say nobody shouldn't have been offended because I can't tell nobody how to be offended with or how to feel about something that's said about their culture. I just said I can't say nothing about it because again, that's not my culture. I cannot speak on what they can say. I can't.
Can I just step in real quick? Okay, this is just an example. Beth Osborne claims she is Native American. Anyone can make a name. I'm not saying Zeta is not. I'm just coming up to be the devil's advocate up here. Anybody can make the name Zeta and run with it. I could do it. My mother, who is
So that's the end of what I have. So first of all, Skittles getting in a box and bringing up the fact that a African American woman used to advertise Pine Sol is fucking wild to me on so many levels. Second of all, Hispanic and Spanish are two separate things. Does anybody know why they're two separate things?
Is this really about cleaning products?
Huh, it's truly about cleaning fucking products.
Fun
Legit,
fact.
this
Fun fact, Lysol used to be a douche for your coot and cat. Just
This
if we're
this
gonna
is
go into,
legitimately about cleaning products. Like,
yeah.
Yes, this whole fucking thing today on Petty's platform was because Zeta said Fabuloso reminds her of Mexicans. And it has spiraled a fucking rage.
Also, the difference between the two is that you have to cross the Bering Strait on foot, technically, to even be remotely close to one or the other. Because they're on two separate fucking continents, you dumbass bitch.
you know what?
Thank you. Nice.
They all say I live in my van. I don't mop that shit anyways. So I ain't even gonna fucking say about this.
Well, I mean, it's wild because last I knew you were supposedly sleeping on our couch, remember?
I didn't mop the couch either. I don't think I can have any comment on these cleaning products here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say anything for people to react for content at me because of cleaning products.
Jennifer, I do not have the context of how she said it. I have no clue.
I think it was meant to be a joke. It just was probably not the joke she should have made.
Right.
Especially making it in a comment section.
Yeah, because I think we can all agree that at some time or another throughout our life, like whether it be text message or on a social media platform, people have taken our comment the wrong way due to text not having a tone.
I will say it might be an area of like a microaggression that I have no idea about. And I'll look it up. I will look it up and I'll look into it, and I will probably change my tone on it. Let me go do that real quick. I'll be back.
Well, and I like that, Florida Man just brought that up because, to be honest with you, when I said the word happy the one night with the N, I didn't know that was now considered a racial slur. And Holly Mae, Retina, and all them fucking jumped on me because it was in their box because we were over there discussing the Queen E thing. And I did exactly what Florida Man's doing right now. I got out of the box and I did Google it, and I read what it said, and then I talked to FWA about it, and then my adopted son was here for the day, and him and I were talking about it, and he, as a black man, did not even know that was considered a racial term now.
Yeah.
House Lies, you don't really want to box, do you?
I kind of get it.
I do think it is microaggressive, though.
Okay, so hear me out. Okay, if you just Google "is Fabuloso racist," you'll see a couple of things. And what I put together is it would be kind of offensive if your entire culture was referenced to a floor cleaner. I can see that being offensive.
Yeah. I mean, it's no different. If we're being honest, it's no different than us being referenced as crackers or snowballs.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about that. There's no like racial stigma behind that.
That doesn't bother me. Are you serious?
What I have to take for Smash Till Queen, at least I'm not. Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, some SJ, yeah, the cleaning problem.
So yeah, and in that context, if it was as an insult, it's like saying someone's entire culture is just referenced to a cleaning product, to a floor cleaner. I get it. So that's why education is good.
Honestly, I feel like situations like this, everyone blows it out of proportion. Like, it should be a discussion, but like, you don't have to like get into this whole like fighting scene. It just feels like everything turns into a fucking fight. Like, address it, give why it could be what people are saying it is, and you're not going to change someone's mind who's already made up, but you can at least educate the people who want to listen. But to sit there and fucking fight over if it is or isn't, like, you're going to invalidate the feelings of the people who feel it is. And a lot of the people who feel it is are typically the people that feel marginalized by the comment.
Right. And to add to that, I agree with all of that. If it doesn't affect your culture, you're not going to feel the same way as somebody's culture as it does. So you can't expect everybody to not take offense to it. And you have to validate those people's feelings who do take offense to it, because you have to see it from their point of view.
I mean, I think I agree with everything you both said, and I think that if, just out of pure respect, if somebody finds something offensive, you should just probably adhere to that, and just be respectful.
Or listen to them and ask them why.
Right.
And then maybe you'll learn a little something. I didn't know a whole lot about like Asian racism at all until somebody told me about it. And I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy. There's a lot of it, and people do it without even knowing.
I knew somebody that actually stuck Fabuloso in one of those. Have you guys seen those like oil burner warmers? I don't see them much anymore around. But I knew somebody that stuck Fabuloso in one of those and like lit the little tea light candle underneath it to like make their house smell good. Real quick, Abby 2.0, did you know you're in a box, honey?
Look, Fabuloso smells good as fuck.
Yeah, it does. So I have one of those Purina twisters for my house, and I actually use the Downy Unstoppable beads, which if anybody else does, just keep in mind they have a couple limited edition scents out right now, and they're freaking phenomenal. I'm like a centaur. I have to have, like, in the fall, my house has to smell.
Yeah, I met someone on TikTok that I buy my scents from. It's from a company called Scentsy, and she delivers them right to the house. And they're expensive, but they smell really good.
Oh yeah, I used to do
You do Scentsy?
No, I didn't do Scentsy. I did Pink Zebra, but I have a lady that I buy Scentsy. I love their apple cinnamon wax melts. Those are so good.
Yeah, I'm excited for fall. Hopefully they have something good. I know that everyone says, oh, you can get them at Walmart or Target cheaper, but I think Scentsy will have something good for fall, so I'm looking forward to that.
I feel like some of them don't last like the scents. I will say, like, when I was in Pink Zebra, their scents lasted a while, but I prefer like scent beads over and like the Serena air purifiers over candles, because
but how long can you burn your
realize
Scentsys for? How long can you burn your Scentsy candles for? Because I try to go like a week, but they seem like they won't last that long, you know?
So I don't burn candles because of the soot. 1 second, y'all.
Well, they're not burnt by a flame. My Scentsys are all the Scentsys I bought are burned by a light bulb that's below the candle canister to where warms up the oil.
You shouldn't reference it towards an entire culture, or be like, hey, that reminds me of X, or reference it to the culture in general. You can still say you use it.
I don't think House of Lies needs to be up here. I don't think I've ever heard them talk in a box.
I have, a long time ago.
Y'all should try these. I put them in my Serena These are freaking. It's a limited edition, so it won't be out all year. But
What are those?
it smells
Are those
really
like
good.
supplements for a drink, or are they for the candles? Oh.
They're for laundry.
They're
laundry.
actually.
A man knows about doing laundry. What?
Oh God! I gave myself away. I got a small washer.
Jeez.
It's hooked up to the self-composting toilet that's in there too.
Yeah, so I'm noticing for whatever reason tonight when I walk into my kitchen, I'm losing service. You guys aren't hearing me, but they're actually for laundry, but I put them in my Serena Twister. And it makes your whole, I kid you not, like people walk in my house and they're like, oh my Lord, what is that smell? It smells so good. I have one, and it'll, like, just one Serena Twister will make your whole house smell. Really good. I have one in my bedroom too.
OG,
Hey, OG, I'm not being nosy, but are you from Michigan?
I am.
I just spent the last 3 days fishing up in Michigan at a place called at the Manistee River. You ever heard of it? The Manistee?
Yep, hold on 1 second, Days of Brothers.
Oh, sorry, Florman. You're going.
You bastards ate Tide Pods, so I have to fucking remind all of you: don't put laundry beads in your drinks. Okay. He did
I don't
not
know
know.
who you bastards are. Nobody's trying no Tide Pods over here.
The shitty people streaming, they had to have ate something. Paint chips, Tide Pods, or whatever. They're going to try laundry beads in their fucking drinks, and they're going to blame TikTok sucks up there for giving them the idea. Don't do it.
Well, half of them just need to pull the lead toy out of the ass, and they'll be good.
Where are they going to put their lead toys? If not in their ass.
No, yeah, if you mix those beads with water and like shake it around or whatever, and those smell so good.
Yep.
And just keep it around the house, yeah.
So a Serena Twister House of Lies, I actually originally found on TikTok Shop. The second one I bought, I got off Amazon, but I'll send you a picture of it. I'll text you a picture of it. They're freaking phenomenal. Like, it puts moisture in the air, so like in Michigan, during the winter it's really dry. But it also like makes your whole house just smell amazing. Yeah, it's an air purifier. Yep. Honey Badger. Nurse Liz, is that you behind that account?
All my family lives up in Michigan. All my extended family.
Ooh, you'll have to message me what part. Apparently,
the outskirts of Detroit.
Okay, Detroit's about 30 minutes for me, depending on what part of Detroit.
Then they're probably right around you. They're close to kind of somebody else who you talk to all the time. We've talked about it before. Or who's around you all the time. With the A.
Huh?
I can't say what they are because it would give it away.
Night Ghost.
I can say where they're at. I mean, it's my extended family. If you want to find them, you can find them.
I thought you were saying. Okay, I just got confused. I thought you were saying somebody else that I talked to.
No, yeah, somebody that you talk to who's on the outskirts of where they're at is close to by my family.
Gotcha. Okay.
But my family's in like Novi and Livonia. Where else are they at?
That's up north of that's north of Toledo, right? Up there?
Yeah, it's north of Toledo. I can't take this shit serious right now, Florida man.
Who the hell is that?
Shannon.
Oh. Well, I just got a clip sent to me, and it was Miss Unknown saying, when is Claus gonna sit there and tell her lie that she told on you, Smash?
I would really like to know what lie I ever told on Smash.
Miss Unknown, when are you gonna get on the app and talk in your real voice, not that fake ass voice?
Sheepball.
First.
Hey, Val.
SJ, I feel you. Like, the last 3 days, they have put me into a whole ass asthma attacks. In fact, I'm kind of sad because Mama didn't come in here at all tonight playing music for us. Wait, Violet, what shit she talked about, HJ? Yeah, House of Lies, that just perked my ears for sure. Yeah, I'm sure she is. No, House of Lies, I wasn't around. I wasn't on the app when he passed.
Is she
That was
talking?
a good thing.
Oh, yeah. So Miss Unknown said that Hair Junkie's brother on the GoFundMe couldn't be his brother because that man was clearly black. Black
Yeah,
as fuck. Blacker than her.
Yeah.
Were her words.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what, though? That was yesterday's news, you know?
Hmm.
Is that fair to say that? Is that fair to say that?
Well, I mean, I think everything's yesterday's news,
are we
though,
above
also.
beyond yesterday or no?
I agree. But Shannon and Jana brought Hair Junkie up today a bunch.
And I guess Shannon was talking
Florida
shit about me
man.
too. Shannon, I don't even know you. I've never spoken to you. I said that you're a piece of shit for calling CPS and that you hurt a child in the meantime while doing that, because you didn't only just hurt Megan during that, you hurt a child. So not lying about that. So I would really like to know what you have to say about the whole situation, and why my name is coming out of your fucking ugly ass mouth, bitch.
Because Shannon is a fucking pick-me for attention anywhere she can get it. Half the time, the man that she, or if you can call him that she left or got divorced by her husband to go be with, sits her ass in the driveway. She can't even go in that fucking house because she's so fucking annoying.
I agree with you 100%. If there's only two people I really despise on this app, and I swear to God, Florida man, you hit one of them. I mean, that person is.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, Florida man, you're one of them. I was like, damn, he just came out and said it.
It's okay. Hey, I like him still, even if he doesn't like me. I like him. But fuck Shannon.
No, I didn't.
We can all agree. Fuck Shannon.
Whatever.
No, he didn't say
I
that,
know.
though. I thought that's what he was going to say. I was like, damn. Tell him how you really
Like,
feel.
even if y'all's pretending to like Shannon right now, deep down inside, y'all agree with me. Y'all are like, fuck Shannon, even if you're nice to her, or pretending to be, or trying to be. Like, there is no truly being nice to Shannon. There's just attempts to be nice to Shannon.
I don't even think I've attempted to be nice to her. I don't agree with that CPS bullshit.
Yeah, if you have a dog that totally bites you every day, you want to love your dog. But if that thing bites you every day, it's like that's what I compare it to with Shannon. I mean, I hate to say it because I don't speak like this about people a lot. But that dog bites you every day that you are away from it. It's crazy. I mean,
good reference, but she's more like one of those little fucking dogs that are so fucking annoying, but she's not little. She's like 4'11" and 400 pounds and just making fucking noise all the time for no reason and doing the grossest shit to people. She apparently, I found out she called CPS on some other people today too.
Yeah, she called it on Ida and her husband, and she wants to act like, you know, it's nothing. That it isn't anything. Talking about the children and everything, especially being involved with this stupid rat that wants people to call on my husband and making false allegations just because I speak to somebody, and you want to sit in FWAs and act like, oh, poor innocent me. He spoke on me first. Florida man, am I married to you?
No.
Do I have your phone number?
No.
Do I talk to you outside of in boxes?
Not really, no.
So, Smash, find somebody else. I don't understand your jealousy because it's fucking wild why I'm your first person you're coming after. You don't fucking scare me. You're not a scary person.
TikTok's a weird place. It goes like this. Smash will become friends with Shannon, and then she will immediately go to Walgreens and chug Listerine in the aisle because she'll have no money left.
But for somebody to have a recurring background like Shannon of calling CPS, she can say that she didn't call CPS on Megan because they fell out. Everybody knows that's fucking bullshit. Everyone knows that that's bullshit.
I just need to know how she could pretend to like stink you so much when she blatantly hates kids.
The Telegram chat says otherwise. I mean, there's nothing in there about Megan being a bad parent. And Megan and I went rounds and rounds and rounds, and I never once said she was a bad parent because I don't think she is.
The thing is, though, is that you don't, I mean, you can have conversations with people on the back end or whatever, or be on the phone with somebody. I don't think that anybody can sit here and say anybody's a bad parent unless you're hearing like actual abuse or anything else, or ABUSE or anything else like that, because you're not in that household. If you don't,
as much as Shannon and I, or not Shannon, Megan and I have talked like FaceTime and everything, no fucking way could anybody ever say, or could I ever say that she's a bad parent. No way.
No.
None.
No matter how much you fight with her, no matter anything, the way that her daughter looks at her, and even the connection that they have, even if they're joking around and like joke fighting, it's in a joke fighting way, and everybody else can hear that. Shannon, if you're tone deaf and you can't hear that and you want to pretend that's the reason why you called, because you had concerns that her daughter, who is over the age of 13, who is allowed to be on this app, that's on you. But we all know that that's fucking fake. We all know that you called because you didn't like Megan. Everybody knows Megan isn't a bad mom. Everybody might not agree with what Megan has said. Everyone can agree Megan is not a bad mom.
I actually give Megan a permission slip from Shannon because Megan used to hang out with her, and I totally always have hated Shannon. I mean, I'm sorry I say that because she's done so many dirty things. So I think Megan finally realized that, and she does now, you know? So, you know, I give Megan a total permission slip to disassociate herself with the fact that she even had a fun, you know, they yucked it up and all that and had a good time. But, you know,
Well,
when
a
it was
big
all
part
said
of
and
it was
done,
is
when
that
it was all
she
said and done, there was one person that did the dirty work, and you knew who it was. And I'm not even going to say the name, but that's why I don't like that person, because she did it again and again and again to everyone. I mean,
You know
it's
how bad it
totally
was? You know how obvious it was? Earlier today, I green screened messages from like January. And I even told Shannon that Megan was her only real friend back then. Because even I seen it back then. Even though I was against it, I seen that Megan was one of her only real friends.
Yep.
Like 100% of the way.
She fucked Megan over so many times.
Yeah.
So many times.
There's a lot of people, which is, so as a stay-at-home mom, there's a lot of moms on here that come on this app as stay-at-home moms who came to, well, not only just because of COVID, but who came on here to find some kind of friendship, right? Like somebody that could relate to them, because if you guys are all on that at the same time and you both aren't working or whatever else, then you end up finding relationship. This app has actually taught me not to trust a goddamn person. Not one. Because everybody seems to have their own agenda, and it's scary the amount of people who don't care about other people's feelings.
Well, you know what? The mistake you made is that you believed it in the first place. So now you're getting a reality, right?
But
Well,
you know,
I
it's
was never
not
friends with Shannon or any of them. I'm talking different people, but
not everybody's like that, localized, because I have met and have become
well,
friends with like some true people on this app that
yeah, I've met a few true people, but there's also been people who I thought were true that
or trash.
even other people were like, they did what?
I've met hundreds of people that are good, and all the people right now that are shitty and crying and trying to be the biggest bully on the app, all the heat that they try to give is worth everybody that I've met that is good. And it's mostly because I started liking people that those people didn't like, and I think that's the weirdest part.
Well, just like with Florida Man, you know, they're like, oh, he's such a bad guy. Florida Man is actually a good fucking dude. You motherfuckers just poke at him and then get mad when he responds to your shit.
I'm gonna do that shit in life too, so like they're weird.
And the weird part of it, you know, everybody's saying, "Oh, so your husband's a police officer. Is you know, does he know what you're doing on this app? Does he know you're talking to felons? So do I need to have a fucking checklist on what everybody's background is? Because I don't fucking search anybody's background up.
That's
I
really
don't
sexist.
dox. I don't sit here and look up people's information.
That's really sexist if you think about it in this way. Why should you have to check with your husband on anything that you do?
Believe me, he knows that I do whatever the fuck I want to do. It doesn't matter. And when it comes in the long scheme of things, if it's, you know, something that family wise that could affect our family hugely, then yes, you know, whatever. But if I'm talking to somebody, that doesn't mean anything whatsoever. I'm
I mean,
allowed to
look,
talk to who I want to talk to.
Florida Man and I had a falling out. Like, we quit fucking with each other. But he may have said some shit, take some shots on the app at me. And I may have fucking vented to a couple people behind the scenes. But that, honestly, like, what happened with us shows a true definition of loyalty, because he didn't go post our fucking chats. He didn't go talk about the private shit that I've told him. You bitches fall out with one of your friends and you're fucking phone dumping everything. We're
Number one, mind you, it's like they fall out with their friends and it's like straight to the live, screenshot the DMs, cherry picking them fuckers and putting them out there.
13 Friday 13. Who are you?
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, like everybody talks about. Oh, I have this on. You know, this was in our Discord. This is what this person said. This is what this person said. Or like, I have this message with this person. It's like, I told you some stuff in confidence, and then you're gonna run around and screenshot and everything. Like, I don't sit here and screenshot everybody's conversations. That's weird as shit. Like,
Florida Man, is that who I think it was?
It was in there twice, so I got a mute and a block.
I'm saying, is that who I think it was, though?
I have no idea. I mean, honestly, they could be running around on any account. The second I take a box, it's like a notification pops up on all of their devices.
Right.
And they're in here. They're wherever I am on some account. Watching, probably rubbing themselves vigorously.
Smelling like a whole lot of fucking fish. And some